What's up, guys? It's Serta here, and today we're going to be talking about which champions have the most amount of aura, which champions have the least amount of aura, and we're going to be ranking these guys. We're going to be, ranking them based on how much aura I think they have, okay? So, for starters, actually, let me say this. We are not going to be including female champions, sadly, okay? I know there's probably that one guy who's like, bro, Zhang Weili's a badass, bro. Zhang Weili should be in this list. Where is she? I did not forget her, okay? The WNBA champions can wait for another video, maybe on another guy's channel, but not this channel. But let's move on to the first least aura champion, okay? So the champion who I think has the least amount of aura is flyweight champion Alexandre Pantoja, okay? Now, I know there's that one guy in chat, there's the one guy in the comments who's gonna type up,
actually, Alexandre Pantoja has an extremely underrated legacy. He literally has beat every flyweight.
I don't care, okay? I don't care that Alexandre Pantoja has beat all these guys like Brandon Moreno and fucking Royval and everybody. He's beat everybody, right? But that doesn't make a difference to me, okay? Even if he beat literally everybody and we're undefeated and 50-0, I wouldn't honestly care because he's a flyweight, bro. Flyweights don't have aura. This guy does not have aura, okay? I refuse to believe that anybody thinks he has aura unless you're 5'3" and 100 pounds, okay? Maybe, maybe the flyweights will see this guy as a threat, like maybe Kai fucking, what's his name? Kai Kara France. Maybe Kai Kara France is shivering in his pants when he sees this guy, but bro, as far as the fans go and, people, normal people, I don't think this guy has that much aura, even Mighty Mouse didn't have that much aura. There's a reason he got traded from the UFC, bro. He doesn't have that much aura, so maybe now that he's retired, or kind of, he's kind of retired. I know he's still fighting in one or whatever, but maybe that's when he finally got his aura. But as far as Alexandre Pantoja goes, bro, this guy does not have aura to me, okay? So I can't put him high. He's the lowest ranked aura champion, okay? Next up, we got another controversial one in my opinion, but I think this is a rightful placement, okay? Jon Jones. Jon Jones, okay? We're going to put Jon Jones as the second least amount of aura right now out of all the active champions because this is based on him right now, bro. I know that there's going to be the old head who's going to say, bro, Jones is a fucking beast, bro. This is completely recency bias, bro. I don't care. It is recency bias because he is ducking. He's proven that he's ducking. He's running away from his rightful contender. He's trying to fight an old-ass man, and everybody fucking clowns this guy, okay? You can't have aura if you're being clowned, and everybody thinks that you're going to lose to Tom, okay? Unless you prove yourself and you beat Tom, he would have so much aura if he actually beat Tom, because just a year ago, he had an insane amount of aura when he beat Cyril Gahn, but now that he's been fucking ducking, he doesn't have any aura, bro. Everybody's fucking scared of this, or what am I saying? Nobody's scared of this guy. That's what I mean. Nobody is fucking scared of him, except for the old heads who think that Jones is gonna pull off a fucking victory against Stipe and then fucking Tom, and he's gonna destroy everybody, when in reality, he's just gonna get his little fucking dream walk-off where he probably beats Stipe, subs Stipe, and then fucking walks off into the sunset like a pussy and doesn't fight Tom. But, it's whatever. We gotta give him his praises because he's the GOAT, right? We can give him his praises, right? He's such a scary guy. But, in reality, this guy is not that scary anymore. He doesn't have that much aura, so I gotta put him here, okay? Okay, next up, we got Sean O'Malley. Sugar Sean O'Malley. This guy is a badass, okay? In my opinion, I think that this guy should be, just pretty low, but not too low, right? We don't have him too low because he does have a decent amount of aura when it comes to his fighting style, right? Because I think most people could agree he is probably the best striker in the UFC right now. Maybe top 3 at least, right? Especially after his performance against Chito Vera. This guy's been, he's shown that he's a bit of a beast when it comes to his striking, right? So I think we do gotta have him decently ranked, which I do consider this decently ranked because his trash talk is what is so bad, bro. Everybody talks about it. I've seen videos in the past where people say this guy has the least amount of aura in the UFC, but I do also see why he doesn't have aura because his trash talking is so fucking bad. Like, this guy, there's seriously guys making edits of this guy trash talking Sean Strickland and acting like it's like good trash talk when all he did was talk about Sean Strickland getting raped by his dad or sexually assaulted by his dad, which isn't true. So this guy's just making up shit about Sean Strickland's dad, and then he goes completely too far, bro. And then any other time this guy's on the mic, he sounds like me, bro. He's bubbling over his words. He's fucking fumbling everything, and he just sounds like everything's scripted, bro. I can't, bro. His only good lines sound like they're completely scripted. So I just can't put this guy that high up when it comes to aura because, first of all, he also looks like a clown, I won't get into that because I know there's some guys here who maybe think he looks cool because he's got the cool tats and, he looks like McGregor, dude. He looks so cool. But in reality, he's not the coolest looking guy, right? This guy doesn't even look like a champ, bro. He He just looks like a pipsqueak, but, you know, it's whatever. His striking and his fight style is going to bring him up in terms of a little bit of aura, right? And also, I should also say his Twitter fingers, you know, he's pretty good on Twitter. He's pretty good at the little sly comebacks on Twitter. So I'll put him up to about the third least amount of aura, right? Dricus Du Plessis. Dricus Du Plessis, he's about like middle tier in my opinion. He's, you know, not the least amount of aura, but also not the most, but he's actually does have a quite underrated amount of aura, right? This guy made 2 champions cry with his trash talk, which is pretty impressive in my opinion. And he also, you know, he backs up his shit. He's undefeated. He, you know, he puts in the work in the octagon, and he does show that he is a worthy champion. And I do think that he has a good amount of aura, you know, but I can't say he has the most aura, but he does have a good amount of aura, right? This guy isn't exactly Mr. Aura where he enters, you know, the cage and you just feel like, bro, this guy could knock me out at any second. You know, some people even see this guy as a joke still, even after what he did to Izzy. And, you know, I don't know, but I just feel like he's not exactly high enough to be, you know, top tier aura, but he's pretty good. He's pretty good, and he's making his way up there, especially with his trash talk, because I feel like a lot of people didn't, you know, notice how good it was until really the Izzy press conference when he made him cry. But yeah, I'd say he's a good middle tier aura. Belal, remember the name Muhammad, okay? I'm going to put him right above Dricus. Okay, I know a lot of you guys are probably gonna say, you know, what are you fucking talking about, mate? Belal has no aura, mate. He has no fucking aura. He's a joke. He's a decision machine. But in reality, this guy does have aura, okay? The way he marched down Leon Edwards, and, you know, the way he's always an underdog, and he proves himself, to me, has shown that he has some level of aura, okay? And even look at him. Look at him. Tell me this guy does not have aura with his little fucking lazy eye. This motherfucker has aura, okay? I'm not gonna take the slander anymore. I'm tired of people acting like he doesn't have some sort of aura, especially when he's able to win as an underdog so many times. I would not be surprised, and I probably am going to pick him against Shavkat to win, okay? I know that's crazy because most people think, you know, Shavkat's the badass. Shavkat has an insane amount of aura, right? But I think when it comes to it, Belal Muhammad is the one with the real aura. He's the real aura machine who is going to beat Shavkat Rakhmonov by a unanimous decision. Or no, actually a split decision. You know, Belal by split decision. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself, but I do think that Belal has earned himself some aura, especially after what he does, bro. He literally, I was laughing at this guy when he was saying what he was going to do to Leon Edwards. He said, you know, he was saying, I'm going to fucking drag him to the corner. I'm going to yell at his coach and whatever. I'm going to make his coach clip farm, right? I'm going to get his coach to start clip farming in the octagon. And he did exactly what he said, bro. This motherfucker's got Leon Edwards' coach to do the fucking, we need you to come through, Leon. We need you to come through. We need you to fucking put everything out in the octagon right now and beat this motherfucker. And they couldn't, bro, because Belal has aura. Belal has aura, okay? And my fucking brain is fried right now. But, you know, Belal does have aura, so I'm going to put him here. Okay, Ilia Topuria. I'm going to put Ilia Topuria kind of high because, you know, I do think that he has a good amount of aura. You know, regardless of what you think, if you're a Max Holloway fan or you're, you know, one of these Volk fans who is picking against Ilia, right? He still does have a good amount of aura because I also know there's those people who, you know, they saw him after UFC 300 when Max knocked Gaethje the fuck out and they saw him in the crowd and, you know, he lost all his aura because he was scared looking. There's people who genuinely think he's scared, so he can't be the most aura in the UFC, but he does have a good amount of aura because he's undefeated. He's an undefeated guy who knocked Volk the fuck out and who is dominant as fuck. You know, the Josh Emmett performance and all that stuff. You know, he's a very dominant. Why is my dog barking, bro? But yeah, I think Ilia Topuria overall has proven that he does have a good amount of aura. Especially, you know, his trash talk in Spanish. If you're an Espanol guy like me and you understand Spanish, you know, he does have good trash talk. In English, he might sound like a bit of a fool. And that's why people don't like him because he sounds cocky and he sounds like he just, you know, he's too cocky. But in reality, this guy does have good trash talk. And he is pretty high on the aura tier list, okay? I do rank him pretty highly in my opinion. Tom Aspinall. I'm going to have to put Tom Aspinall quite high on the tier list because he is undefeated. He is an undefeated monster who's knocking out everybody in the first round and he is destroying his opponents, right? And he's got Jon Jones scared of this guy. Jon Jones is scared of this guy, which isn't that surprising because, you know, Jon does like to pick and choose his opponents. But in my opinion, Tom Aspinall has earned himself a pretty high aura ranking, a little bit higher than Ilia Topuria because, you know, people don't see him as much as a joke, you know, because there's that 50-50 when it comes to Topuria where people see him as a joke and some people think he's like the next best thing, but Tom Aspinall is the next best thing, guaranteed. He's going to destroy Jones if they ever fight, which is why they will never fight. But I think that Tom Aspinall has earned himself aura. You know, he does not have the best trash talk, but he does have such a good fight style and such an impressive fight style and performances in the octagon that this guy has earned himself an insane amount of aura. Brother Islam Makhachev. I think Islam Makhachev is about the, you know, he's about the brother level of aura, right? He's at the Dagestani level of aura where he has been very impressive. He's undefeated, basically. You know, I basically consider him undefeated. I know you guys say, what about the Pantoja fight where Pantoja slept him? You know, I know it wasn't really Pantoja, but he slept him with the right. And Islam didn't even really go to sleep, so I don't like to consider that. But, you know, I'll just move past that, and I won't take that away from his aura. But in terms of what he's actually done, he has an insane amount of aura, bro. He subbed Charles Oliveira in a fight that I did not think he was going to win. I thought Charles was going to win this fucking fight, and he goes out and subs him, and then he beats Volk. Well, actually, no. I can't even bring that up, because in my opinion, Volk did win that fight when I was watching it live, but, you know, now it's kind of like you do see Islam won it. So that took away a bit of his aura, but then he knocked Volk out in the first round, which... Was it the first round? It was the first round, right? He knocked him out in the first round, which gave him an insane amount of aura. But then, you know, the Dustin fight happened. So it's kind of weird. He kind of flip-flops between aura, but I do think he has an insanely high amount of aura because this guy seems like he's going to be unbeaten for a while. I think he's going to be a very dominant champ. So I got to put him at the high levels of aura, okay? Last but not least, I got Alex Pereira at the top of the aura tier list, bro. This guy has so much aura. Okay, there's no debating this. Every time this guy enters the octagon, he has aura. He has knocked Yuri out, which is, you know, sad, but it did gain him a lot of aura. He knocked Jamal Hill out in the first round. A lot of aura there. He just beats everybody. You pick against him, he beats them. So I'm not picking against him anymore because his aura is too high, bro. He has too much aura. It's too hard to pick against him. I don't ever see him losing again. So I think he has to be at the top, mate. I think he has to be at the top of the list when it comes to aura. And I do think most people would agree with that. You know, fair enough, Izzy did knock him out back in 07, but I'm not going to count that against you, bro. You do have aura. I honestly would pick this guy to beat Tom Aspinall, which I know it's insane. And I think Tom Aspinall would probably beat him, but I have to pick him because I promised myself after he beat Yuri and I picked against him, I'm not going to pick against him from now on. So I got to pick him. I got to pick him if he goes up and fights Tom. And I honestly could see somehow he miraculously becomes triple champ and chins Tom. So I don't want to count it against him, but that's why he has so much aura, okay? So Poatan as the aura god will be number one, right? And so that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, let me know if I'm completely wrong and, you know, Pantoja actually has the most aura. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.